New Zealand as a country has a very strong, innovative spirit, and that spirit is very alive at Te Pari. There's always a better way of doing things, whether it's our products or our manufacturing, or the way we look after our customers. Today, Te Pari is a leading manufacturer of livestock handling equipment. Our manufacturing is all done in Oamaru in the South Island of New Zealand, where we have over 100 staff. We have distribution around the world with our own sales and service facility in Melbourne, Australia, in Minneapolis, USA, and in Perth, UK.
So the Te Pari ecosystem's it's a suite of products. We're the only manufacturer that makes the handler, the handling equipment, the weighing equipment, the dosing equipment, and the data recording equipment, and bundles it all together as one solution.
So our product range consists of three categories. The sheep handling range includes sheep handlers and auto drafters or auto sorters. The cattle handling range includes steel cattle yards and cattle crushers, or chutes as they call them in the States. And the animal management range includes our dosing gun and weighing systems.
New Zealand's always had an innovative can-do culture in the industry. I grew up in it as a kid, and that is carried forward into our dealings in the farm machinery world when I worked in that, and now it is carried forward into our product innovation in Te Pari. Te Pari name came from Te Pari Farm, which is up the Beaconsfield Valley in Manawatu. It's where Mr. Peter French originally developed his docking iron. He had the name with the business when we bought it, and we thought it was a good name. Docking irons were well known in the sheep industry as Te Pari docking irons. We had no reason to change it. In fact, I think we thought we had very good reason to keep it.
Well, the name Te Pari is the Maori word for the cliff, and behind me there are trees, and below those trees is a cliff, and that is the catalyst for the name Te Pari. When we learnt that the Blampede family were interested in Te Pari products, we met with them, and they had similar family values to us, and we learnt that they wanted to keep the Te Pari name going and grow the Te Pari name, and that led to them owning the company. The catalyst for the docking iron with my father was that he was always tinkering and improving things, and he didn't like the docking iron that was available back in the 60s, so he designed a new one, which was the basis for the iron that we then developed further and took to the Mystery Creek field days. Yeah, that was the start of Te Pari Products, the business. We won the first award, which is a Farm Inventions Award, and the next year we won another award with the docking iron, and farmers started to place orders. We sold 60 to 70 a year and grew from there.
When we bought it, it was a very seasonal business, and we knew we had to find more product. That's when I followed my instinct and went into cattle crushers and cattle yards.
So when we purchased Te Pari, the core product range was docking equipment and some calf rearing equipment and a cattle head bale. It's the cattle handling equipment that we have grown significantly since we've taken the business over.
Started with full hydraulic crushers, and we branched into pneumatic crushers. Now we make both. 2002, we were aware of the fact that farmers were getting bigger mobs of cattle stock, and they wanted to be able to sort them quickly. They wanted to be able to pick up anything that was coming through where there might be a high parasite burden and the animal wasn't performing. They wanted to be able to track whether stock coming from certain farms were performing better than stock coming from other farms. It could be cobalt deficiency, and so we started in on the journey of making an auto drafter.
In 2005 we started selling our animal husbandry products into the Australian market, and around the same time we started selling our cattle handling equipment into UK and Ireland. It was the fact that our cattle handling equipment is fully hot dip galvanised that made it attractive to these markets. Te Pari was traditionally cattle focused, and by acquiring Racewell we were able to provide a full suite of sheep handling equipment to sheep producers. The Racewell product range is now a key product category for us and a key part of the Te Pari ecosystem.
I guess there's always been a desire to grow the business. That's when we took a trip to Eurotier in Germany in 2010, and that's when we diversified into RFID reading technology, and very soon after followed on to weigh scales, and it's moved on today to a far greater suite than that of electronic product. Everything we do in that department is really about making the farmer more efficient, make them be able to handle animals better, record better, and ultimately make more money at the end of the day.
In 2015, we turned our export efforts to North America with a particular focus on the dosing gun. Since that time, we have also started selling our sheep handling and cattle handling equipment in this market. So right from the start, our focus has always been on adding value to our customers, and as a result, we sell direct to farmers in every region around the globe. And the reason we do that is because it adds more value to the customer and we get that direct feedback from the customer.
It's helped the customers to trust us, but it's helped us immensely because most of our research and development ideas or refinements have come from customer feedback, and it has been a very important part of our business that we keep close contact with the customers and take on board their feedback.
Back in 97 or 98, whenever it was, I think we were one of the very early purchasers of a Te Pari cattle yard system. Stayed with them ever since. They're just great to deal with. For example, when we did these yards, they just came out, poked a drone up in the air, got a tape measure out, and with a matter of days arrived with a plan. If anything goes wrong, you can just have a yarn. There's always somebody there to have a talk to. It's just their service is just old school, I suppose, very simple.
We certainly value our customers and we value feedback from our customers. We try to keep as grassroots as we can.
Yeah, the honesty and integrity is sort of right up there. There's never a problem. Shake a hand and deal's done.
I think nearly every one of our good ideas or good products has come from our customers, come from the farmer themselves, and from being out on farm with farmers or seeing something that they're struggling with. We get lots of those ideas and we bring them back, and we tend to try and validate them and how they fit into the Te Pari ecosystem, what's going to make the best product for the end user. And then we've got a good team of people from software engineers to physical engineers, developers and designers in behind us that can help us to validate those ideas and then turn them into a real product at the end of the day.
New Zealand farmers so often are always looking for a better way of doing something they've always done, and that kind of culture is what's really formed our products. One thing about our R&D team is they're very customer focused. We have a meeting every week with all the customer feedback that's come in from the sales team, and so often a new product is developed or a new model is made as a result of a whole lot of feedback that we've addressed from the sales team.
The staff are passionate about seeing how the products they make can help the farmers and the livestock producers go about their business and run their farms more efficiently. They're passionate about delivering a quality product that they can be proud of.
At Te Pari, we have a set of values which are very important to us. They guide us in everything we do. They guide us in our hiring and the way we treat our customers and our staff, and I think that's the secret to our growth.
There's some things in value, like the value of your staff, that you cannot underestimate. The biggest asset in this company is the staff. You can automate, you can put in robots, you can put in automatic cutting, but you've got to have staff, and you've got to have reliable staff. That's one of our very core values.
I think it's real good to look back sometimes and see where we've come from, but come from being a small and seasonal business, and now we've grown to today where we've got a footprint in major countries around the world and product in just about every country around the world. And then we've got the next generation coming in. It's really good. They bring a fresh perspective and a fresh set of energy into the business, which is good. It's something that I think you've got to learn to bring them through and train them how we'd run the business, and then let them use their energy to take it to the next level.
So as part of the third generation, we've grown up around the business. We work here in the school holidays and be out here on the weekends helping Dad. And then as we've joined the company, we've all worked in different areas, whether it's fabrication or assembly, and we've also done other study on advanced business management before we've settled into our roles that we have today.
I think having the third generation is an opportunity to really grow up to the next level. It's got to the stage where it is now, and the overseas markets are really starting to crank. I've had involvement with the Australian side of the business. Things have really taken off there, and that's only going to keep on growing, and the same for our branch in UK and America. So this is a big part of the future.
So I'm really excited that the third generation is now in the company, and I think they are the key to ensuring that the family values or the Te Pari values live on.
Our vision is to be able to do everything we can to help farmers be more productive, more cost effective and more profitable. The world is always going to be crying out for food, and the more efficient we can help farmers worldwide to be in producing food, the more satisfying it is for us on the board of Te Pari. That's our vision, to become a world leader in fully integrated livestock handling systems.